Percentage word problems. This is a digital lesson and it shows students how to sort out the different parts of a percentage problem. And we use this formula in order to solve. I always start my students with a sentence frame, so this makes it much easier to sort out those different numbers. And in this word problem, you can read this to the students, and the numbers are in red. Those show the students the two numbers they're going to need to place in the sentence frame. Now, I repeat this sentence frame over and over until the students have it memorized. I also post it in the classroom. Blank is blank percent of blank. On the next slide, I give the students the number for this very first word problem. Later on in the slide deck, they're going to have to come up with the numbers and type them in. But for this first problem, these are text boxes. Students just need to click and hold on the edge, move them into the correct place in the sentence frame. So I tell the students always start with the easiest number. Do we know the percentage? If we know the percentage, that's the easiest number to place. So 30%, I'm going to move that 30 into place first. Now the 36, is it the part or is it the whole? And that's what students have to determine. So in this word problem, 36 students were wearing t-shirts. How many at the assembly? Well, the 36 would be part, and the total number at the assembly would be the whole. So here's where we place them in the sentence frame. Now the next slide, students are just going to repeat that again, 36 and then 30, so they can refer back to the previous slide if they didn't remember where they placed the numbers. And on this one, we're now going to place a variable for the number that we don't know. At the bottom of the slide, well, we're going to use this sentence frame in order to place the numbers in the formula. So is would be this first number, 36. Of would be the x that we don't know yet. And then percentage over 100. And students can see that 30 over 100 is the same as that percentage of 30%. Now, when they move to the next slide, just on this first word problem, it gives the students what this should look like when they cross multiply or use means and extremes to solve. So they can go back and check and see if they put these numbers or variables in the correct place. And then it shows them how to cross multiply and solve for x. So for word problem number 1, we solved for x. X was the total number of students, which was 120. So they're just going to type in 120 for the number of students at the assembly. Now we go on to word problem 2. Again, the numbers are in red. Students are going to place these numbers in the correct place in their sentence frame, and the variable will go in the blank of the number they don't know. They're going to repeat that at the top of the next slide. Then they're going to move those numbers into the formula. And then they're going to solve for x and type in their answer at the bottom. So they're going to continue like this with all of the word problems. The last word problem is a little bit difficult. They have to read the question. What is the problem asking them? And then they're given a great job when they get to the end. So that is a digital lesson on percentage word problems.